Yeah, good morning, everybody. So I'm really excited to share with you guys the great opportunity which the small business digitalization market offers to all of us, and we as One and One have some stakes in that. Let me start with an overview about this market and why is it so exciting. I think most of you know small business markets, since some of you maybe run your own small business or are just founding it. So globally, we have more than 130 million small business owners around the globe, 33 million small businesses just in Europe, and 3 million small businesses just founded newly every year here in Europe. What means small business? Small business in this definition means a company from a self-employed person up to 20 employees, so really small businesses. 70% of these companies are just managed by themselves, so no employees. And it's from, of course, digital startups to small restaurants, digital agencies, consulting companies, e-commerce, all that stuff. And don't forget that a lot of this business is really brick and mortar business. Maybe just one fact for all of you to get a better understanding what people I'm talking about right now. The average small business founder of these 3 million is 54 years old. So it's not you guys, yeah? On average, it's much more senior or mature people in terms of age, but these people are year and year founding their businesses. Why is this business so exciting to us and to other players in the industry? Because these small business owners, of course, are demanding digital services. And on average, a small business owner, in the description I meant, is spending more than 800 euros per month for the type of services he's demanding, whether it's infrastructure, whether it's consultative services, whether it's accounting, invoicing, or just Word and Excel. So all that stuff together is a potential of 800 euros per month for all of us to address. And this means, to summarize that, if we as an industry are able to address this potential, we can create a 600 billion euro market in digitalization of this small business industry. What makes small businesses so exciting, but also so challenging for us to address their demands? And the core thing you should know is small business owners don't focus on digitalization. They focus on the business they're in, whether it's the food truck outside, whether it's their small creative agency, whatever they do, they really love and adore. And in comparison to consumers and especially to corporates, small business owners really care on their business and don't care on digital products, on digital tools. And this means if we want to address these customers, we really need to think from their perspective instead of thinking from our technology. Here is shown the cloud adaption of small business owners, and this is showing the actual potential in comparison to consumers. We all use cloud services now. I would say we are more here the young consumer cloud or the young consumer generation. So I would say nearly everybody here in the room is using cloud services for some applications. The average small business owner, just every fourth small business owner is using one cloud solution. So that means there is a huge opportunity in the cloudification, in the digitalization of these businesses. Just to make an example, the average small business owner is sending his invoice just by pen and paper. He's not using any digital tool to create invoices. And this is just showing the huge potential we have as an industry. The trends which are all around here throughout these days, mobilization, cloud adaption, and especially artificial intelligence, are significantly supporting small business digitalization. And let me pick one, artificial intelligence, to make an example what that means for a small business owner. Think about the example I just mentioned, invoicing. the average, and accounting. The average small business owner is used to collect his bills, put them together, type them in, or send these bills to his accountant. So a lot of manual work to do, and I think you can imagine no small business owner likes accounting, yeah? As I said. Artificial intelligence gives us the opportunity to automate this process. So the vision is really, you use your iPhone, just photo the bill you received, then you click whether you want to pay it right now or in 10 days' time or whenever, and then you are done with this process in comparison to doing this all manually. And this vision became true. We just launched 2 weeks ago an invoicing service with a small startup from Offenburg called 7IT Safdesk, which is exactly offering that service to small business owners. So a significant process disruption driven by artificial intelligence. And I want to use that example to tell you we really need to re-innovate small business processes, small business application, using the tools you all are aware of to make their life much easier. So a lot of companies already discovered this opportunity. We just mentioned here, and I think you all know a lot of them because there are some really successful startups focusing on specific types of these small business use cases, whether it's hosting companies like us, like Strato, and others, whether it's companies just supporting small business owners by running their business, yeah? Whether it's FreshBooks, Zoho, and so on. Yeah? A lot of you may know MailChimp, for example, which is supporting small business owners to grow their business. So what you can see is there is a bunch of applications which is already there to support small business needs. So a lot of companies discovered this 600 billion euro opportunity. And let me now introduce our role to how we are supporting this business, because even if we have so many applications already being created, there is still a huge opportunity with all the different use cases which small business users need. So you see, and I mentioned just some examples, how many applications will be digitalized in the upcoming years, specifically for small business owners, whether it's financing, just getting money, yeah? Whether it's operations, staff management, all that stuff. And of course, also that's back office, and also on the front office side, of course, all small business owners need somehow access to customers, whether it's a retail business, whether it's an online business, they all want to get access to customers, and where a website is just a basic demand, but social media marketing, email marketing, so really acquiring new customers is also, or are also use cases where we as an industry can support small business owners. Don't forget, on the opposite, that small business owners are thinking from their vertical demand, so we also see the opportunity and also the demand to serve verticals specifically end-to-end with applications. Just to name restaurants, for example, which need an OpenTable integration. They want to manage reservations and stuff like that, and this can also be integrated. So you, as a startup, have the opportunity to catch just one use case, or to catch a vertical, and just to focus on the vertical and support their demands end-to-end. So both dimensions create great opportunities for all of you. So what's our role, one-on-one? We see ourselves to be, let's call it, the partner for startups and small businesses to connect small business owners globally with the applications you and others can create to make small businesses' life much easier. So we don't believe that one company, whether it's Google, Facebook, Microsoft, can serve all the demands I just described. We are strong believers in a partnership approach, where we connect application developers, application companies with small business owners, and select the right application for the individual small business demand. You already see here on the right side some startups or some application SaaS companies which we partner with. And here maybe I can describe this model a little bit more in detail. So the role of 1&1 being Europe's leading business application provider, we are proud to serve already 7.8 million small business owners globally out of these 133 million. So we can offer reach on our side, and we develop on ourselves the front-end billing integration platform and the hosting infrastructure to run these products. But we strongly believe and look for strategic partnerships to serve the specific application demands I just described. And here you see a list of companies which we already partner with, which is OpenExchange, Safdesk I just mentioned, Duda, Ranking Coach, ePages. So a lot of companies really focusing on specific needs of small business owners. Of course, we also sell, you could say, technology products like Microsoft Symantec or the domains from VeriSign. But our really focus is to find the right software partners to serve this small business demand here. And therefore, we created a model of strategic partnerships where we not only integrate the software product in our suite of services and host it, but we also are, you could say, supporting companies in their growth by backing them financially and so that they really can create stunning sales or stunning software and become leaders in their individual application. And I'm happy to have one of our strategic partners here with me today. Let me introduce Florian Hübner, the co-CEO of Uberall, a great startup which we're partnering with now for 2.5 years to show you a little bit more, or give you a little bit more insight on this partnership model. Thank you very much, Florian. So I think let's start with an open question. Florian, maybe you describe yourself, Uberall, a little bit to the people which know that doesn't know that. So what's Uberall doing?
So first of all, thank you very much for having me. So briefly, Uberall is connecting local businesses with today's consumers. And what we do for that is we help those local businesses to get found whenever somebody is looking for the products and services that they offer. So basically, that is whenever you guys take your smartphone out of your pocket and you look for products or services offered by local businesses, and we ensure that they show up in the search results. And this could be that you are looking for the best Korean restaurant in Berlin, or for the next gas station that's open because otherwise you will not make it home tonight, or for the store that has the smartphone on sale or in stock that you want. And there's a million more use cases, of course. In fact, these types of searches have increased 50x over the last 2 years, I think, and 86% of us are looking in the internet for local businesses before actually going there. 50% are then going there within 24 hours, and 18% spend money. So this is incredibly valuable, obviously, for local businesses. And we serve this use case by basically taking all the data that is available for local businesses, so that's their name, contact information, its opening hours, its descriptions, images, products, menus, events, and so on, and we distribute it to everywhere where it could be found. So that is mapping services, that is apps, that is online directories and social media channels. And we just offer one central location management system where you do all that and it gets everywhere. We offer this as a software as a service, and then in real time create profiles, update profiles, get information that users leave there so that local businesses can manage their reputation, reply to what people are saying about them online. We enable them to post relevant content in social media and basically ensure that there's always a conversation between local business owners and consumers. And we don't only do that for small businesses, though. We also do that for larger chains, supermarket chains, insurance companies, Germany's train stations, and so on. Basically, for every business that is brick and mortar.
Great description. Thank you very much. So I think it's impressive how complex that specific use case is, and I think a small business owner won't understand that. Yeah, for him it's just important to understand. Well, you want your business locally get found, and Uberall is serving that demand in a very great way. So maybe from your perspective, how did our cooperation started? I think 3 years ago, right now, right?
Yeah, actually that was late 2013 even, and we got it in writing early 2014. And for us, we were a super young company back then. So I think 10 people, maybe 15, and we had a prototype, not a real product. And actually, for us, getting in a partnership with you now proved to be something strategically super valuable, because it enabled us to focus on product development and build a product that we had in mind that is something that we could scale internationally and that, yeah, I mean, would be usable for resellers like yourself, without focusing so much on generating sales to prove that what we're doing was actually valuable. And so for us, you know, after signing a deal with you guys, we really worked heads down for a bit more than a year actually, and then launched in, I think, 4 countries at once with a partnership model. And I mean, for us, it's exactly what you said. We're a software as a service company, and we are great at building products, but we're probably not as experienced and great as you guys are in maintaining a relationship with a small business owner. Yeah. And we are really not suited to do so. So we don't have thousands of people, you know, servicing them, which is obviously important. But yeah, that's the role that you have in this partnership.
Yeah, thank you. So I think for those guys who don't know here in the audience what we did, so then obviously more than 3 years ago, because we were looking for the right solution to make local businesses visible in the web. We found you guys, and we observed that your tool is a really great piece of software, but you haven't had the reach which you have as of today. So we decided, of course, to make a partnership contract with you, to make you the sole product here to serve that demand in our portfolio, but also we invested in your company, I think with a 25% minority stake, if I'm right.
That's correct.
So, and we are really, so you could say, proud shareholders of Uberall right now, and of course we push these guys not only to serve our demand, but to serve also other companies which are accessing small business owners or enterprise customers, because we really want to make Uberall as a shareholder the European leader for this local listing demand. And I think we already, or you guys already achieved that now after 3 years, right?
Yeah, that we achieved. So we are currently the category leader in Europe, and we're expanding globally now, offering our product in North America, also in Australia, Asia, South America is going to start soon. Yes, thank you very much.
So it's a great story, Florian. Hey guys, come on. Yeah. So what else can we share with this audience about our partnership and the experiences we did?
I mean, for us, there's a lot of valuable lessons to be learned actually from you guys. There's things that as a startup you would not do alone probably. So that is, first of all, having access to your client base, but then also having access to all the learnings that you guys have had with other products in the past. And I mean, for us, some examples where how we actually benefited from that was that we together did studies on how users are perceiving our product, what it is that SMBs understand when they look at our platform, and what it is that they don't understand. And there's many things. And actually, by now, we are very much in line with the philosophy that we try to give them the feeling that they are covered when it comes to location marketing without turning them into location marketers, but basically always showing them what we are doing for them, showing what people are doing online and how they're interacting with them, and maybe at the very point in time when it's necessary, what they should do next And that's then really small pieces like reply here or update this piece of content in order to achieve the best results when it comes to getting found online. And that philosophy is something that you guys have, and I think we adopted it. So thank you very much. Yeah.
No, and I can tell you likewise that we learn a lot from companies like you, really having customer demand in focus. So just to make an example, when we started, you didn't have a front end up and running, so we had to create a front end to launch the service. But actually, you guys convinced yourself and also us to really create a much more a huge customer front end to maintain not only the local presence management, but I think you're also expanding your business now to reputation management, so social presence management. And so we finally also decided to onboard your customer front end into our platform. So I think just to make that example, it's just a 3 years partnership, but it's developing very fast based on the capabilities you are having, and even us being a little bit bigger company with now 8,000 people working on our side. I think we found a good model also to adapt to the capabilities of your company and to integrate that into our user front end, that customer just observe that as being one, and which is also, of course, supporting other companies which are using Uberall now, because you are not only serving the infrastructure part or the technology part, but you can also really support them with a great user front end. I think what we want jointly to make that example, to convince all of you here that if we want to serve this 600 million euro market in an appropriate way, we as companies need to cooperate and to interact together, whether it's Uberall or 1&1, whether it's other technology startups, other infrastructure companies, custom companies having small business access. And I think we jointly are showing that this partnership model can be very beneficial for both sides, and finally also for the customers. And that's what we all want to, or what we want you to invite in, to create that partnership model, becoming trusted partners of small business owners, whether it's technology-based or customer access-based. And that's our message, I would say, for today, right?
I cannot add to that, yes.
Any question from you guys, maybe, to Florian or to me, or to our partnership model? Yeah, great.
How would I see if I do a local search that you're involved?
You don't. but you know, that's something for us, that's not really necessary. I mean, our philosophy is that we don't want to build the infrastructure, but we really want to enable our clients to use existing infrastructure. And actually, there's a lot of things happening in the local search ecosystem. I mean, Robert just pointed it out. So we started with giving presence to local businesses, and now we developed reputation management. So this is, interact with what people are saying about you. And after that, we developed the proactive push of information. So maybe you can engage people to get back to you. And all of these things are based on what we see, what the Facebooks and Googles and Foursquares and Yelps and so on of this world are doing. And actually we started our company building an own channel, and then found that there's so many channels that have a lot of traffic that are also not understood by small businesses and local businesses in general. And so we really want to be the catalyst, and that's always going to be needed. But if it says powered by Uberall, that's a vanity metric that we don't care so much about.
And from our perspective, because you could think, well, is 1&1 also offering white label partnering, gray label partnering? Yes, we do. For example, another company from Cologne, Ranking Coach, we just onboarded. That's a gray label approach. So you see Ranking Coach as a name, because that's a very much content-driven business, and we don't want to translate all that Ranking Coach to 1&1. Yeah, so for us, it's not a problem also to show the partner if it has a brand which should be named. It differs application per application. But here we decided to say, well, listing 1&1 is doing that, and having Uberall as a technology partner in the back. We want jointly to make it as easy as possible to the small business owner, which is our customer. Yeah.
All right.
So if we have other questions, Florian and I are happy to answer them maybe later here, and we will also be available at our booth 1&1 just on the other side in the, I think, at booth 334, and we have a small, how do you say that? You have the opportunity to win a free consulting day for your startup if you just step by and let us know your contact details. So we're happy to have you on our booth. Thank you very much and have a great day.
Bye-bye. Yeah.